The time cost quality triangle, or the time cost scope triangle, or even the four-way constraint are key concepts in project management. And once you understand those concepts, you can assess many problems in project management. But they also create a trap that many businesses fall into, and government departments, and not-for-profits too. Project managers understand the trade-offs between time, cost, quality, and scope. And we also become adept at understanding and interpreting the priorities of our sponsors, our clients, our users, and all of our stakeholders. But still, we often find ourselves falling into a trap at one corner. And this is the corner labelled cost. And the trap is particularly prevalent in projects that have large procurement needs, are securing large amounts of goods and services from the market. We find ourselves hooked on trying to keep the costs down. As a result, we find ourselves negotiating hard with our suppliers, trying to drive a hard bargain, trying to drive their margins down so that we can keep more of the benefits for our project, for our sponsoring organisation. And in principle, there's nothing wrong with that. But there is a price to pay for this strategy. A supplier squeezed with tight margins will, at the very least, be somewhat reticent about the amount of collaboration they offer. They will be trying to recover as much of those margins as they possibly can by shaving costs wherever they can. And of course, if you need to make changes and issue contract variations, then it's very likely that that supplier will be relentless in trying to recover as much cost from that as they possibly can. And that will hit your bottom line. And once you're locked into that supplier's products, services, or technology, well, their ongoing services, renewals and upgrades are going to be very costly. Cheap is dear, said my father. At worst, the low margins that you negotiate might place them in a precarious commercial position, meaning that if they suffer adverse consequences outside of your project, it may affect their ability to deliver your project and therefore hit you really hard. And yes, I have seen that happen. And of course, that knowledge can drive disruptive behaviour on the part of that supplier, as well as affecting their own viability. They may actually prefer to accept your penalties rather than incurring the large losses that they feel they've negotiated. And sometimes contractors fail, leaving a whole mess of liquidation issues. The answer isn't to scrap cost altogether and ignore the priority of minimizing cost on your project. The answer is to stop thinking of that corner of the triangle as being about cost alone. Better still, relabel it value and interpret value far more widely than just being about cost. Look at as many other factors as you can in determining which contractor, which supplier, which provider offers you the greatest value for money. The same, by the way, goes for everything, even your household purchases. A question I answered in a recent video was, should project managers get involved in large-scale project procurement? Or should we just leave it to the professional procurement team? And my answer to that was simple. Absolutely yes, we should get involved in the procurement. If we leave project procurement entirely to the professional procurement team, there is a good chance that they will make their decisions based solely on two things. One is detailed procurement rules within the organisation, and secondly is cost. We know but there are other things that are more important than both of those. It's the needs of the project that matter. And that means balancing time, scope, quality, and risk against value. If you've enjoyed this video, please do smash the like button. I'll be making loads more great project management content for you, so please do subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of it. And I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.